In today's video, we're going to be discussing stress and anxiety. I'm pretty sure when I just said that, my heart rate spiked a little bit. Every single day, all of us are pretty much dealing with some form of stress and angst that comes along with that. So I want to share with all of you some simple and natural tips that you can start to apply today to combat the everyday stress. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jessica. I'm a holistic nutritionist, but mainly I'm just an everyday mom who's trying to make simple and natural choices that integrate really easily into our very busy lifestyle. If that sounds like you, or something you would be interested in, I would love it if you would take 2 seconds and join the family by hitting the subscribe button in the description box down below. All right, let's get into it. To me, stress is like the itch that you can never scratch, whether it's traffic, workload, busy schedules. It's tough not to let things get under your skin. When we think about stress, we tend to solely focus on the mental side of things. Oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking or dwelling on this or that. Yet, in reality, stress is evident not only on a mental level, but on a physical level as well. To be really honest with all of you, a lot of my life has revolved around stress. Growing up, even well into my 30s, I've lived in a constant state of fight or flight. And I've lived in that mode of fight or flight because I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to perfectionism. As I got older, I learned I could be extra productive as a result of that adrenaline rush that I could create for myself. And I learned how to force myself into that fight or flight mode by creating deadlines and outside pressures. And as I was continually releasing that adrenaline and cortisol, I never gave myself a break until I got sick. The common symptoms of burnout and stress are feeling overwhelmed, but honestly, it can appear in many other ways. If you find yourself overworked to the point where you frequently are snapping at your friends and your family, you have significantly less patience when it comes to your kids, there's a good chance that you're experiencing burnout. And then on the flip side, it can also lead to procrastination, low motivation, and anxiety, and even depression. All of this really needs to be taken seriously. Now, on the flip side, physical manifestations of stress can include increased blood pressure, sweaty palms, increased heartbeats, shallow breathing, foggy thinking, skin problems like acne, hives, and eczema, and the list could literally go on and on. There's a myriad of ways that a person can react to stress. Speaking of skin, environmental stress is another huge one that our bodies go through. The air that we breathe in is polluted. The water that we drink is tainted. The products that we use on our bodies should not be ingested, yet we rub it all over our largest organ, our skin. The foods that we eat are sprayed and dyed and morphed into something that should not be consumed. And essentially, the sympathetic nervous system is being triggered to respond to all that we're being exposed to, as if we're being chased by a lion or a bear. Yet with this modern day stress, we're not out running. We're sitting. We're sitting at our desk or in our car or somewhere stationary when all of this happens. So in actuality, we don't get to work off that spike in hormones that are being released, and our bodies don't get to run away from that bear or that lion. An overabundance of adrenaline and cortisol can interrupt all of our hormones like serotonin, melatonin, and fertility hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. All of this can cause problems like anxiety, depression, insomnia, muscle problems, infertility, restless leg syndrome, and even can lead to the disturbance of your menstrual cycle. Prolonged stress can contribute to aging and weight gain, which nobody's a huge fan of. Weight gain around the midsection, especially in us women, is often a symptom of impaired adrenals and low progesterone that is all a result of stress. So now that we've addressed the elephant in the room, let's talk about some simple, natural, and easy ways you can fight stress starting today. The first way is eat foods that reduce stress. You've heard this one over and over again, but it really does ring true. Poor diets full of processed foods, stripped grains, and sugars and chemicals put a tremendous amount of stress on our bodies. For many people, upwards of 85% of us that ingest grains that have been stripped down and sprayed with glyphosate can put a huge stress on the body, and they can cause an immune reaction that damage the intestinal lining and can lead to serious disease. Excess carbohydrates can cause this problem too, since the sugars and carbohydrates increase insulin, and if they aren't immediately used as fuel, they can lead to stress. So you want to focus on getting your nutrients from fresh, real foods in as close to their natural state as possible, and drink water. Yes, lots of water. And if you're somebody who's in a stressful situation, you want to be sure to cut back on your caffeine. The second way to combat stress is add in adaptogenic herbs. Some of my favorites are ashwagandha, tulsi, which is something I consume every single day in the form of tea, reishi, and maca. What I love so much about adaptogens is they aren't just putting a band-aid on the issue. They reach all the way into the root of the problem and can actually reverse the damage caused by burnout. In terms of finding what adaptogens work best for you, I recommend using one at a time and seeing which feels best. It's all about trial and error because everybody's body is completely different. The third way you can reduce stress is reduce your exposure to toxins. This step goes along with food, and unfortunately, our food supply can be a major source of these toxins. If the body is in a state of stress and the liver and kidneys are not functioning properly, it makes it really hard to remove toxins from your body. Other sources of toxins include toothpaste, personal care products, deodorant, medicines, and all the cleaning products that are being used around us. Our exposure to large amounts of plastic, especially the plastics that have been heated in the microwave, can cause a toxic buildup in your body. The fourth way that you can start combating stress and anxiety today is to get enough sleep. Sleep is one of the most important steps in stress reduction, and most moms find this one the hardest, myself included. It's ironic that I'm filming this video today because I was up with my kids from 12 a.m. until 3:30 in the morning. So it is really tough. So we need to find times to rest, whether that be going to bed a little bit earlier or finding time to nap during the day. Historically, the body is used to sleeping when it's dark and being awake when it's light. When we stay awake long after the sun has set, we tend to not get enough cumulative sleep. The body has a delicate balance of hormones, and it depends on serotonin and melatonin to regulate all of the other hormones in your body. Now, everybody is individualized, and I find that what's best for my body is going to bed right around 9 o'clock at night. Number 5 is exercise, even if it's just for a little bit. Exercise can be really helpful in reducing stress in the body. It releases endorphins, it helps the body regulate insulin, it improves hormone levels. Exercise can also boost your immune function and it helps the body to use up those excess stress hormones. In reality, in my life right now, I don't have time to go to the gym for an hour every single day. So I use 15 to 20 minutes a day when my kids are playing to work out in their environment. So I find that is the best way for me to get it in, even on busy days. The 6th way to combat stress is to take in more antioxidants. In the face of stress, the body compensates by speeding up adrenaline production. This uses up our vitamins and minerals at a much faster rate and can lead to depletion if we're not replenishing ourselves with antioxidant-rich foods. You want to consume additional vitamin C, vitamin E, magnesium, potassium, especially in times of stress. I also love to use herbal teas in high times of stress. I love to drink Tulsi at night before bed. It really helps calm my energy, wind me down. It provides antioxidants and those adaptogens that we discussed earlier. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear from you in the comment section down below. What are some of your favorite quick and effective ways to combat stress and anxiety? And if you liked this video, please let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, and be sure to hit the subscribe button in the description box down below. I'll see you all very soon, and thank you so much for watching.